Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Maulida Sukmastari. So in this video, I would like to explain to you about revising style. Okay, there is 6 points in revising style. The first is judging style, and then the second, the first two principle of clear writing, a third principle all before new, choosing between the active and passive voice, a final principle, complexity last, and the last is split and polish. Telling your story clearly. These chapters is about improving your writing style to make your argument clear and easy to understand. Readers can only engage with your argument if it's presented in a way that is easy to follow. Why improve your writing style? The first is, a clear writing makes your argument easy to understand. Readers can quickly get your main points, and then credible. Good writings makes reader trust you more, and then engaging. Readers stay engaged with your ideas, and then the second is poor writing can make it hard for reader to focus on your ideas. Clear writing helps readers easily understand, trust, and stay engaged with your ideas. On the other hand, poor writing can distract from your message and make it harder for reader to follow your argument. Revising for clarity ensures your points are communicated effectively. And then the next is judging style. So, in judging style, there is 2 points. The first is dense and abstract sentences confuse readers. For example, the strategies implementations by the team resulted in improved outcomes. And then the problem is too many nouns and abstract ideas instead of action word. And then the second is clear and direct sentences communications better. For example, the team implemented the strategy to improve outcomes. Short and simple sentences are easier for readers to understand. Using clear action word instead of complex nouns help make your message clearer and more direct. And then the next is principle of clear writing. Characters and subjects. Make sure your sentences have clear and specific subjects. Avoid vague words and this concept or the issue. For example, instead of saying poverty was addressed in the study, say the researchers addressed poverty in the study. And then the next is action and verb. Use action word verb instead of nouns. For example, instead of the report is an analysis of data, say the report analyzes data. Clear writing, use specific subjects and action word to make sentences easy to understand. Avoid vague terms and use verb to describe action, making your message direct and straightforward. And then the next is a third principle old before new. The first is rules start sentences with familiar ideas and introduce new information later. For example, less clear. A new discovery in physics changed your understanding of the universe. Clearer. Our understanding of the universe has changed because of a new discovery in physics. To make sentences clearer, start with familiar ideas and introduce new information later. This helps readers follow your message more easily. So, the next is choosing between active and passive voice. Active voice is simple and direct. The researcher did the experiment. Passive voice focus on the action or the object. The experiment was done by the researcher. When to use passive, use it when you want to highlight the action or result. For example, the law was passed by Congress in 2020. Final principle. Keep it simple first. Start with easy ideas, then add more detail later. Less clear. Because of its new framework, the theory changed biology. Clearer. The theory changed biology because of its new framework. Start with simple ideas and use active voice for your clear communications. Add complexity later And use passive voice when focusing on the action or result. This makes your writing easier to understand and follow. And then the next is steps for revising style. The first is highlight the first stick word. Make sure the subject is clear and the character are specific. And then identify verbs. Change abstract noun into action words. And then you organize sentences, start with familiar information and put new or complex ideas at the end. And then the last is check voice. Use active voice for clarity, but switch to passive when needed. To improve your writing, start with clear subject, use action word, and organize your ideas simply. Prefer active voice for clarity, but use passive when necessary. These steps makes your writing easier to understand. And then the next is common challenges. The first, making sentences too complicated to sound academic, and then using passive voice too much. And then the last is putting too much information in one sentence. So, the solution is keep it simple without losing important details. And then the second is find and fix unclear passive sentences. And then break long sentences into shorter, easier parts. To improve your writing, keep sentences simple, use passive voice carefully, and break long sentences into shorter ones. This will make your writing clearer and easier to understand. So, we in final tips for effective revision. The first is revise later. Focus on making your writing clear during the revisions, not while drafting. The second is simplify carefully. Don't make things too simple if it means losing important detail. And then the third is take a break. Come back to your draft after a while to catch mistakes or unclear ideas. And the fourth is, or the last is, read aloud. This helps you spot awkward sentences or confusing parts. To improve your writing, start with clear subject, use action word, and organize your ideas simply. Prefer active voice for clarity, but use passive when necessary. These steps makes your writing easier to understand. Okay guys, that's all for me and thank you so much for your attentions. And I will see you in the next video. I close. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.